Hi, this is Dana, and I will talk about in this video. I will talk in this video about uh, a different type of attack by the Matrix, which is parallel realities and stolen identity. What happens is they create a script. You have to imagine like a movie company, which takes a script or they write a script. They use for this ancient history. They use past lifetime records. They use imaginative scripts, essentially some of them. They even pay for a certain script to be created according to whatever they want to achieve, right? And they try and they use darkness to enforce this script in material existence through fake embodiments. Now, an embodiment comes from divine realm, a true embodiment. God sends souls to people, um, and you can carry that soul even during your lifetime. You can carry that soul as long as you can uphold the light associated with the soul received from God. This is a gift. This is a way of redemption. People that repent and do redemption with God, they receive new souls, a new purpose in life. And as long as you uphold that light, you are carrying the new embodiment from God, right? If you then betray the gift from God and you make mistakes, you run the risk of losing that embodiment. So it can be a temporary thing, but it can last a long lifetime if you do it the right way. Um, if the soul is being given at birth, then and you come from divine realm with the soul, then that is an incarnation. Okay, so this is the divine embodiment. Now, what they do is they use darkness and these scripts created by them and use darkness attachments in order to create their own scripts. And they use darkness to transform that into material existence reality. Until that is being transformed in material existence reality, it is called a parallel reality. This parallel reality, if you fight spiritually against it, you can cancel it. This is a bondage creation, essentially. And if you fight spiritually, then you can nullify that before it becomes a reality for you, right? So this is why you need to do this spiritual fighting. This is why you have to claim justice, judgment, and punishment, because you will not be able to detect this from the beginning. Now, people in your life, family, colleagues at workplace, lovers, neighbors, everyone becomes part of that script. They assign roles to everyone and they send darkness to all of them. People, their own people, who are working with them, being paid to do this, will be planted in your life. You will meet someone who suddenly becomes interested to you, in you. A neighbor suddenly becomes friendly with you. Some of them are their own people who are actually paid to work for them to transform these parallel realities into material existence. Again, you will not know this until you claim justice and God reveals all this to you. Now, what happens is they will decide a certain time when they activate this parallel reality, they activate timeline. So that is when they do all the darkness attachments and attacks, but all those who are not willingly working for them in exchange for money or anything else. So then when a timeline is activated, a parallel reality in your life becomes active. Attacks become active through activating those scripts and fake embodiments in them. If you are too strong, too powerful, and they cannot actually force you to accept the role they assigned to you, yeah? They will steal your identity. Say, for example, somebody decides they want you to be their lover, and you reject that. You see it's a toxic person. You see through the lies, through the attacks, and you just reject that. So you don't accept the script, right? Just not knowing what is going on, but just because you're of light and you feel it's not right for you. Okay. Well, they will then try to steal your identity by artificial telepathy, based in and many other means. Essentially, somebody um, will embody you while you are still alive. So they will make a fake embodiment of you, a copycat of you, which will be willing to do the things which you're not accepting to do. A string will be created between you and that person, and they will constantly feed that person to you. Sometimes they even bind that person to you. So they constantly feel, because that person will steal your right, okay, for a promotion, for a marriage, for something. That person cannot uphold the right of your soul unless they have your light, because God created that right only associated with a specific type of light. Okay, so even if they do fake embodiment of you, they still need your light um, in order to uphold that, and they will use darkness in order to do that, to support the fake embodiment of you. So that's a copy of you out there, you know, uh, who is willing to do things in your name. And by the way, the things they do in your name are, of course, things which you refuse to do. And you have to know that since they're in your name, you take the karma from them. It's a fake karma, it's a bondage. But still, in their books, you pay the karma for those people because they did it in your name with your energy, signature energy. So, um, while that individual performs your role, a number of attacks will be done on you. And I will just give a few examples here. It will be artificial telepathy on you. So that person will try to connect telepathically with you. So they will take your energy, and so they will be seen like being you. They will do altar spells, drawing your energy into them. They will do holograms attack and sympathetic magic and so much more spells and some sorcery and demonic attachments and so on. Those people will imitate you, they're copycats. They will copy your style, the way you speak, the voice, the appearance, the gestures. For us, it seems stupid. When God showed me this, initially I said, this is so childish and so stupid. Why are they copying me like this? But later on, God showed me this is not stupid. This is why you're feeling so sick. This is why you have these attacks, in order for them to be able to copy you. And they copy you in order to steal your rights. Okay, so this is also the reason why I'm making this video, so you will understand that all of these things which seem stupid to us, actually they have a dark logic, and they come down to attacks at you. The attacks aim at forcing upon you a fake embodiment, as I said before. But if they don't succeed in doing that, they steal your identity, and in order to uphold your identity, then they steal your energy constantly, on a constant basis. And they will keep you through attacks into low vibration, so you won't see it, so you won't fight against it, and so on. Um, they do telepathy on you, artificial telepathy on you, in order to steal your ideas, to steal your energy. They attach themselves to your aura, for example, and all of this is to claim your rights, to steal your rights, to have your rights. For this, they will do much more attachment, much more attacks than I can describe now. Spirit attachment is one of them, which is very often done by sorcery or necromancy. For example, they would do embodiment in you of a dead person, and then they would make necromancy attaching you to that individual. They even bind themselves at you, and all of this is part of what is called fake embodiment creation, bondage creation at you, namely using darkness attacks and attachments at you in order to uphold your the stolen identity from you, to keep it at a certain energy level, which is necessary in order to preserve those rights which they stole from you. Now, there's another thing that I want to add, that I've seen through my spiritual fighting. What these people do usually, they have, for example, a number of demons or spirits which they use in order to achieve things. And among them is a competition, who owns more spirits or more demons which are being trapped essentially, and they keep those demons in order to achieve things they want, to receive things they want, and they summon them, they task them to feed on your energy. Either the spirits usually have the task to force you to do that fake embodiment. For example, let's say, I'm sorry, I'm just going to get a vulgar example. Let's say, for example, you're a man or a woman, and they want to make an attachment on you. They want to make a fake embodiment of you to force you, I don't know, to sleep around with certain people that they want. And you refuse that because it's not part of who you are, because it's not what you want in life, because it's not part of your energy. They will make attachments on you to force that, or that type of fake embodiment of you. Um, so they make spirit attachments, which usually, for example, they can be tasked to do certain things specifically, or they can be attached to say, you have to achieve this. That darkness has its own life and its own logic. And if they say, I want you to achieve this, I want to make this individual to do this task, this thing, then spirits have free hand to invent by themselves ways in which they will force you to do that. Okay, so many times darkness, once it's summoned and sent upon you, it gets out of hand, after out of their own hands. They don't necessarily stay and watch exactly what that spirit is doing. They just want to get the result. Other times they say specifically, you go and you do this and that to this person. I mean, this is easy to find out. This is basic information about sorcery. I learned this during my spiritual fighting, when I couldn't understand how come some attacks were happening at me in my own house and how come they got in. And essentially, as I was praying, God came to me and he said, calm down, nobody entered your house. It's a spirit which has been sent. And he showed to me, this is how it works. So you need to calm down. Don't get so scared of it. Learn how it works so you can be able to overcome it, because you're much more powerful than them. Just being panicked doesn't help you. um, this and this part of darkness creation, it's an entirely different world, which is many times overlooked by those who are in light. I overlooked it. I had no clue it existed. And I thought that spirituality means only my mystic prayer with God and my divine realm. And I learned differently, unfortunately, in very harsh and dramatic and traumatic attacks. And this is why I'm sharing this with everybody, specifically because I know from experience what it means to be completely clueless of all of this. Although you are a spiritual person, but you focused only on the light all your life, and then you don't know this exists or how it works. So I just hope that my video will help some of you to overcome the panic, which drove me back a little bit in my spiritual fighting in the beginning. But then I caught up and I started learning with God how to defend. And I hope you will learn yourself so you can defend yourself better, to stand up, claim justice, judgment, and punishment from God. So He will reveal to you exactly what is being done specifically on you and how to overcome it. Please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel so we can make this information available, my work available to as many people that need it.